Right, this is the last of the rising, so I'm going to take the plastic off and try and show you what it looks like. It's looking, can you see those bubbles? It's looking good, isn't it? Right, this is 2 loaves, so I'm going to pop it out. There we go. Sticky stuff. What you want to avoid doing is getting rid of any of those bubbles. So you want to keep those bubbles. Just going to get a little bit of flour. Let's just encourage that out. If you're making the recipe on the website, you've only got half of this to deal with. So it's not quite as tricky. And if you're not making a video at the same time, it's an awful lot easier. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, I'm just going to go around here. I hope that you can see me. I'm just going to clean this bowl out. So I'm just scraping on the inside to try and get the rest of this dough. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do is chop this in half, because I'm going to treat 2 halves in different ways. So I'm just going to literally knife it in half. As you can see, it's very, very sticky. Just trying to pull it away from itself. Okay. Bit of flour. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. I'm going to take the first one, using the scrapey thing to help me up. Just going to get it over to where the flour is. Now this one is going to go into this little dish here, which I've coated. I'm using a vegetable brush, which works really well to get rice flour into the grooves here, and pay particular heat to the edges of it, because that's where your bread's going to stick. So I am just doing the stretch and fold very gently into the centre. As you can see, I'm just using my fingertips, so nothing's kind of sticking. Now what I'm doing is going around it and under it. I'm just going to flour my hands gently. Around it and under it, and I'm pulling. You can see the surface there opening out. A bit more. So what I'm trying to get is a nice tight shape. When I've got that, I'm going to put a tiny bit of rye flour over the top. I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to pop it in there upside down. And I'm going to use that cling film, whoopsie, to cover it back up again. That needs to rise for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But I'm going to keep that on the countertop so I can keep an eye on it. And the second one, I haven't got 2 of these. So for the second one, it's going to get 1 more stretch and fold. I'm going to show you a method called lamination, which I don't do terribly well, but you'll get the idea of it. So all I'm doing is I'm just pulling it out. If you were making pizza, you kind of got your pizza there already, haven't you? I'm just stretching it out as much as I possibly can, folding it in half, making sure there's no bumps or lumps of flour, and then half again, half again. I'm not adding flour, all I'm doing is keeping my hands dry. There we go, let's turn it over, and then I can do that same shaping, so I'm going round and under, like that. Round and under, round and under, round and under, round and under. And that one I'm popping back into the big bowl. Stray dough here, I'm going to pop them underneath. So that one's going back in there, and I'll cover that one up with a tea towel. So that's it for an hour and a half. In the meanwhile, in about half an hour's time, I'll start heating the oven up, and I will be cooking in this massive great big thing. So I'll see you then.